I was what's the brother name? Damar Hamlin. He collapsed during the Bills-Bengals game.
Tragic.
I mean, horrible situation. You know what I mean? I don't know why. You know, I'm actually, you know, wearing a heart monitor now because the way my anxiety be set up, my whole life I've been telling myself I got heart problems.
Really?
Like, it's anxiety, so it's panic attacks.
You're going to start believing it, bro. You better be careful.
But no, what's interesting is my father, he had to have whatever's past quintuple bypass surgery a couple years ago. And my uncle, he's had it, you know, quite a few times. So he's had quite a few bypass surgeries. So it is something that's in my family. So whenever I hear like cardiac arrest, heart attacks, whatever, you know, I'd be like, oh shit, you know. So I've been wearing a heart monitor for the past couple of weeks. I got to wear it for one more week actually.
And then they're going to do like what, a complete?
Yeah, but listen, they've done a bunch of tests already, and I'm fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's just the way my mind works. Every time I see something like this, I'd be holy shit. Like, because he wasn't even the only person. There was a guy from the Jaguars
who died.
Who had a heart attack this week too. He was 38 years old, you know? So it's just like, I'd be like, why is all of these heart situations happening, you know? And man, that right there, bro, that's got to be the scariest shit ever. But they said it was like kind of like a freak accident. Like, you know, he just got hit in the chest the wrong way from what we've been told.
Yeah, and that impact to his heart, it felt like a car crash.
Man, God dang.
Oh, God.
I mean, that shit is scary as fuck.
You want to know what I heard?
What?
I heard that the NFL told the coaches they had 5 minutes to get the players back on the field. And the coaches said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I heard. I saw that, but I heard that wasn't true. I forgot who said that, but I don't know if it was I saw somebody saying, like, it was somebody from the NFL Players Association or something like that, and it was like, that absolutely wasn't true. They never even talked about it. Like,
this is what I heard from someone who was in Buffalo for the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that was the rumor.
I mean, it's horrible, man. You know, and immediately
prayers go out for him, man.
Definitely prayers go out to him. Yeah. They actually just said that he's alert now.
Again, this is us trusting the internet. You know, the internet is, I think we all want him to be breathing on his own. We all want him to be speaking and doing these things, but I don't want to put that out there right now. And then, God forbid, something
Let me look it up.
Tragic happens. It's just.
Last thing I saw. Oh, no, his agent told CNN that. So that it said, Damar Hamlin is awake and has been holding hands with family in the hospital, his agent tells CNN. So if that's coming from his agent, you know, to CNN, you know, maybe. And I saw Fox News report that Damar Hamlin appears to be neurologically intact.
Oh, my God. Thank God. That's the scariest
player is awake.
It's like having that much time without oxygen to the brain can cause serious neurological damage.
ESPN is reporting it too. Damar Hamlin shows remarkable improvement. Agent says safety is awake. Yeah. So God bless.
Oh my God. I mean, at this point, you're not thinking, will he play again? At this point, you're thinking like, will he be able to live the same life that he was able to live before?
Yeah.
You know, is he going to have some sort of brain damage because the brain hasn't been oxygenized for like a long period of time?
But
and
the fact that they started the CPR so quickly.
That's what
that helps it, you're saying?
That's what helped. Yeah.
Wow.
My man Ryan Clark said the realest shit though, man. You know what happens when your dream becomes a nightmare?
Oof.
I think the first thing this is about Damar Hamlin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a young man at 24 years old that was living his dream, that a few hours ago was getting ready to play the biggest game of his NFL career, and there's probably nowhere else in the world he wanted to be. And now he fights for his life. And when Damar Hamlin falls to the turf, and when you see the medical staff rush to the field and both teams are on the field, you realize this isn't normal. You realize this isn't just football. And so many times in this game and in our job as well, we use the cliches, you know, I'm ready to die for this. I'm willing to give my life for this. It's time to go to war. And I think sometimes we use those things so much, we forget that part of living this dream is putting your life at risk. And tonight, you know, we got to see a side of football that is extremely ugly, a side of football that no one ever wants to see or never wants to admit exists. When you see both teams on the field crying in that way, your first thought is Damar Hamlin.
Yep.
The second thought is his family. And this isn't about a football player, right? This is about a human. This is about a brother. This is about a son. This is about a friend. This is about someone who is loved by so many that you have to watch go through this. I dealt with this before, and I watched my teammates for days come to my hospital bed and just cry. I had them call me and tell me that they didn't think I was going to make it. And now this team has to deal with that, and they have no answers. Mm-hmm. And so the next time I think that we get upset at our favorite fantasy player, or we're upset that the guy on our team doesn't make the play, and we're saying he's worthless, and we're saying you get to make all this money, we should remember that these men are putting their lives on the line to live their dream. And tonight, Damar Hamlin's dream became a nightmare for not only himself, but his family and his entire team.
And you don't think about that when it comes to like football or even boxing or any of those high contact sports. That's these people's dream that they're living, and they're out there getting paid millions of dollars, but that dream can become a nightmare just like that. You know, these are violent ass sports, MMA, UFC, like, yo, football, boxing, like you can die out there.
Yo, your life can be changed in one hit, one punch.
One hit.
Complete.
One hit.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think about the reaction to what Skip Bayless said?
I think Skip Bayless. I think what this.
Up, Taylor.
Yeah, I think what this was is people were so angry about what happened because there was no one to blame, but someone got hurt. And I think a lot of times when there's no one to blame and someone gets hurt, we're just looking for a scapegoat for our anger. And I think that I don't think what Skip was trying to do was troll in this tragic time.
I don't think so either.
But I think that people were just so upset, and they saw this person that does commonly troll, and they're like, he must be trying to troll at this tragic time. Fuck him for that.
His reputation preceded him.
Reputation preceded him.
Pull up the tweet, Taylor. I want to read the exact tweet.
Mix with the anger that people are experiencing that tragedy happened with no real culprit. Like, it wasn't the running back's fault at all. None of this was anybody's fault.
It's nobody's fault. It's football.
Like, this is just part of the game. So he said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? ? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant.
Now, this was like his third tweet because he already was tweeting about, you know, the young man and stuff like that. But, you know, this was what I found so interesting about this tweet.
Yeah.
How soon is too soon? Because the questions he's asking are questions everybody was going to eventually ask, right? He just jumped out there first because, you know, to put that out there.
But he also did add the caveat, which is so irrelevant. The magnitude of this game, the importance of the season, the playoff implications
seem so irrelevant. Because that conversation that question he asked in the beginning, literally, because everybody learned from Skip, right? So that next day, nobody talked about the postponement of the game, when they're going to play again, yada, yada, yada. But yesterday, on all the sports shows, that's all they talked about. Literally, from ESPN to Fox Sports, that's all they spoke about.
So maybe that was the concern. It was like he was focused on that, not the human life.
But you got to go back and look at his first couple of tweets.
No.
His first couple of tweets, he was talking about the life.
Well, let me clarify.
Yeah.
The perception of the tweet was he was concerned about the game more than the life.
Yes.
But if you actually look at the series of tweets and even look at the last line of that tweet, he's saying that this person's life makes all these other things which
seem
are
irrelevant.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
it's rare that people are out here defending Skip Bayless, but I think a lot of like logically, you know, even-headed people are coming out and being like, I think that he's been misinterpreted.
Yeah, I'm not even misinterpreting. I'm not even defending Skip Bayless. I'm just like, yo, I know that this happens to everybody all the time. Your tweet gets misinterpreted. You know what I mean? What you say got misinterpreted. Okay, so this is it, right? Let me read these. What was the first one? I've seen so many horrific injuries suffered on football fields, yet never have I seen a reaction like this. In every other situation I witnessed or covered, the game always went on fairly quickly. The attitude was, hey, that's football. For these players, this was different.
Yeah.
Is this, you know? And then the next tweet was, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how this late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. Yeah, people just don't like Skip Bayless.
Yeah. And
like, seriously,
they were incredibly angry about something that happened, and there was no villain.
Yeah.
So they needed a villain.
Yeah.
And
I see stuff like this happen with comedians often, especially our guy Duval.
Yeah.
Duval can put out something that's sensible and everybody, you always trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It's like, No, actually, in that case, he's really
making sense.
Making sense.
Yeah.
And that's why I said it was interesting because literally the next day on all the sports shows, everybody learned from Skip. So everybody was focused on, the brother as they should have been, and
Shannon.
No, Damar. And then the next day, everybody was talking about what to do with the game.
Yeah.
What should the NFL do?
Yeah.
So it's just like, how soon is too soon?
I think there is a too soon with a situation like this. I think the focus should be on the guy while he's still on the field.
I agree.
And I think the next day when you know that he's in care and there's nothing more that can possibly
he's not going to die.
We don't know what's going to happen, but we know that everything that can be done for him is being done.
Mm-hmm.
That we know for a fact. Then you can start pontificating on what's going to happen for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back. Skip,
I thought,
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up
No,
this.
I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Damar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanation. So clearly, somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
The Skip Shannon thing is interesting to me, man, because I don't give a fuck. If you've been working with somebody for a long time, y'all gonna have those kerfuffles sometime.
Yeah.
Me and Andrew have had them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've definitely had them on Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have.
It makes great entertainment.
It does make for great entertainment, but every now and then you're going to have that. You're going to have, somebody going to interrupt the person. Somebody not going to let the person finish. The person going to get mad. But it just happens. It's just like, I don't know what y'all expect to happen in this situation. I just find it interesting when like other personalities and commentators are calling for other people to be fired. Like if the person isn't saying anything that's, causing somebody to get hurt, that's going to cause somebody to get killed, it's just a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
We should be allowed to have differences of opinion with people who get paid to give their opinion.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because you're calling for that person to be fired. What's going to happen to you?
100%.
What kind of line do you got to walk now?
100%.
You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you,
Dangerous game.
That's right. If you're one of those people who give their opinion and you're giving your opinion, unapologetically, you're going to say something that's going to offend somebody at some point.
Dangerous game.
So be careful what you ask for. You know what I mean? Like, when you like, I want him fired, I want him gone, this and that.
Yeah.
All right. Guarantee you it's going to be your turn at some point, buddy. Guaranteed it. Guaranteed it.